right now, you already know what time it is. You hear my motherfucking voice, so it's another week. More bullshit I'm talking with you. More shit you want to hear that you didn't ask for. But you know what? I'm going to say it any motherfucking way. I hope you got your drinks in hand, because bitch, we about to get it started. It's Sorry If I Offend You, the podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, anywhere that you can hear a podcast, you can hear my voice. Every single Monday, don't you forget it. And today, I have in the building with me a somewhat special guest. A long time coming. It's my boy, 28. You already know what it is. Tell the people what's up.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? They call me 28. My Instagram handle, I'ma holla at you. I got a clothing line called Live Collection, which stands for Live Out Your Dreams. Certified asshole, and I'm not sorry for anything I say, so fuck if I offend you, heard?
That's it. That's why you're a perfect guest for this. So before we kick off into everything, I want you to go ahead and take a shot. And off camera, I let 28 know he could pick a place to go, and he chose Africa. So I have this little Africa shot glass. None of Africa, let's go here. Slow your roll.
Oh, my bad.
I got you. You going to Africa today?
Oh, look.
Got you. And then I'm going to Costa Rica. Hospitality.
Oh,
and then
she's definitely not hospital. I don't know why she acting like this.
I am.
It's a camera thing.
Look. I'm hospitable, okay? I offered you a water, remember?
Yeah,
I was looking out for your health.
Right.
I'm going to be chasing my liquor with water today, so let's just hope. I got
lemonade.
We're going to survive. Ooh. Get that drink in your fucking hand, because you will need it. Sometimes I say shit you really do not want to hear, but you got to. And I got the biggest asshole I know with me, so.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, my choice is the ganja. You know what I mean?
Alright, so.
I have to smoke the loud, you feel me? That's how I got the name, actually, Loud Collection. I was thinking about something that, like, has to do with something that, you know, that I fuck with personally on the daily. And my birthday is also on 4/20, so it was like I was meant to be a smoker, you feel what I'm saying?
I thought that's what the brand was. When I first met you, I'm like, okay, it's a smoking brand. But then when you came in here and you said what it really stood for, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no. Shout out to my brother Chico, Ugly T-shirt coat. You heard me? He had he still has his clothing line. It's called Ugly T-shirt Company, and it stands for You Gotta Love Yourself. So back in the day when he first started his brand, what he used to do was like print shirts for his brand, but he used to print for everybody else. They got their clothing lines and stuff like that. Yeah. So like he spent more time printing everybody else's stuff because that's where the real money is at. You know what I'm saying? So people used to ask me for shirts all the time, and I was like, man, nah, I need to just come up with my own because you know what I'm saying? Like, so he helped me come out with it. Came up with an anagram of what's it called? Analogy?
No, it's not an analogy, no. A fucking acronym.
There you go. I knew it was one shit. Hey, don't judge me. Nah, but yeah, so I came up with the acronym and I was like, loud. Well, I got another one. It's called SCALE. It stands for Success Comes After Losing Everything. Because, you know, like, so then when Loud came out, I put this one of the shirts right here actually. It had the monkey with the X on it, and I was like, it's perfect because like it's loud without saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you let your actions speak, but you gotta live out your dreams and let your actions speak instead of talking about it. A lot of people talk about it, but don't really be about it. So
that is key. You gotta be loud with your actions, not just with your words.
Exactly.
A lot of people who are loud with their words never really make good on their actions. That's when you gotta read that shit.
The loudest niggas be the brokest niggas.
Right. The loudest person in the room sometimes is just somebody who wants to get noticed because they need that. Yeah. I think the most silent person in the room is the most dangerous person because
of course
you never know what they're capable of.
What we were talking about earlier, scary people.
Scary people.
Look,
break it down for them. Off camera, what are we talking about?
I personally, like when it comes to like being intimidated by people and stuff like that, I'm not intimidated by nobody, but if I was to be intimidated by somebody, it would be a scary person. Only because a scary person will be quicker to shoot you than a person who think they really about that. These people probably really want to fight you, you know, they want to throw their hands. try to fight a scared person if you want to. They gonna pop your ass because they already know they can't fight.
We basically were talking about, we seen a video that was floating around, because another thing 28 does is he posts a lot of viral videos. So shit be funny sometimes, and then sometimes it makes you be like, whoa. So there was a video of two guys, I want to say it was at brunch, because that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
There's at brunch or some shit. They arguing, you could tell they probably had some liquor in them, but they going back and forth, and one of the dudes you could see was clutching. He had his hand in his pocket, and it's like, if you know, you know. Like, somebody arguing with you and they got their hand in their pocket the whole time, they probably gonna pull something out. So, everybody in the comments is like, you know, you could see he's clutching, whatever. So anyways, other dude is antagonizing the guy that's clutching and starts pushing him. After he pushed him and they get into one little swing, dude that was clutching pulls out his gun, shoots him, boom, right there, dead. If you see somebody looks like they're not really trying to fight you,
he survived.
Oh, he survived? I thought he was
He
dead.
survived. Yeah,
That's
it's
even
crazy.
worse.
No, don't quote me. I heard he survived.
He heard
Allegedly, I heard he survived. But either way, you know, like, you never really want to play with people, man. Stop fighting, get you some money, cause like
you gonna be in a video, or you gonna be in jail, or you gonna be. It's gonna be some type of problem. Let that shit rock, because if it's not paying your bills, it don't matter.
Crazy? This just reminded me of something random as fuck. Random as fuck. This has to do with back in the day. Alright, you know, growing up back in the day, like you used to be in school and you look at somebody, you be like, I know that nigga gay, but he like, nah, I'm not gay. Like, you know, it wasn't cool to come out as gays and shit like that. So a lot of people used to hide that shit. So
it was a tranny.
yeah, they was talking about how a tranny used to be in the club and used to fight niggas because they used to call him out or whatever. And I'm like, nigga, that's still a nigga. Like, and you don't want to try somebody because they gay, because if they whoop your ass, they gonna remember that for life.
Right. And that shit's gonna be. The thing is, everything gets recorded.
Look,
so
it never goes away, even if it don't get recorded, right? My point was, I went to school with a kid. He used to play on the football team. His teammate was gay.
Okay. Like
he wasn't out like he was gay. He was. Everybody knew he was gay because he was like real extra feminine. Like, I don't care what anybody says.
Do you think Metro is gay?
Metro who?
I know, metrosexual. Okay, so like when men are metrosexual, it's basically they have feminine traits, but they're straight. They're heterosexual, so like.
Well, he might have been metro.
So like they'll get.
But I didn't trust him, so.
Okay, yeah. To me, I think metro is a form of gay. I think it's a gateway to it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all do what y'all do, but that's just gay to me.
I don't have no problem with gay people. Like, I have family members who's gay, so like when it comes to like your sexuality, be who you are. Just don't try me. I don't care.
My thing is, I just feel like if you're gonna be that out in the open. I don't have a problem with gay guys or whatever. I really don't too much have a problem with closeted gays, either closeted gays, because it's like that's your when you're ready, you're ready. But I don't like people who are homosexual gays. Like, bitch, don't fucking sit up here and act like you're not gay, but you're gay.
No, the only problem I have is actually, I'm not gonna lie, and it might be fucked up, but the tranny thing, like dressing up like women, and like, G shit, because I feel like some of them really be trying to trick niggas, and you know what I'm saying? You trying to trick them. Do you think that's a thing? No, you know what? No, it's a thing. You haven't seen like. Okay, Jerry Springer and shit might not be real, but how many episodes have you seen people come on there and they be like, oh yeah, this is a trend. Oh, look, celebrities on Instagram and shit like that. No, I don't. Okay,
Nikita Dragon, actually, let me show him a picture. Yeah. Alright, this is Nikita Dragon.
You can't tell that's a nigga.
Right, so if you seen her,
can't tell that's a nigga.
Like that she looks good?
No, I had to see that in person. The Instagram will fool you, like, but you know they take away the cheekbones, the Adam's apple, all that shit. They doing all that shit nowadays. So these niggas really have to be careful. These niggas don't be knowing. But look, hold on, like, you see, we done got too far. We done got away from the story. The nigga who was in high school, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm older. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of high school since 2006, you know what I'm saying?
Damn!
Like, yeah, I'm an old nigga. Chill out. Chill out, right? I've been out of high school since 2006.
You want to know when I graduated?
When?
2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. At least you graduated. Nah, but this nigga got beat up in 2002, right? So, boom, he on the football team. His homeboy is, we're going to say metrosexual.
Okay.
Because we're not sure if he was gay. That nigga was gay. But the nigga was calling a nigga gay on the football field. And nigga was like, nigga, I'm not gay. I was only raised.
This is the one that was metro.
Yeah, he's like, I was raised by my mom and my aunt. Feel me? Blase blah. The nigga like, niggas, shut the fuck up, you gay, bro. This nigga whooped this nigga ass on the football field. Which one? The metrosexual whooped the regular nigga on the football field. Right now,
yes, he should.
Right now, if you ask a nigga, hey, do you remember this nigga? He's gonna be like, you mean the nigga who got beat up on the football field by the gay nigga? Or if they don't remember, you like, you remember the nigga who got beat up by the gay nigga? Oh yeah, we remember. Bruh, that was 2003.
He got whooped that bad?
Bruh, listen.
How many came on?
In 2 more years, it'll be 20 years. That's how we describe this nigga. Like, if you went to school with us, that's why I say, bruh, you can't be, fuck around with them gay people who want to get your ass
whooped. They can fight, honestly.
Yeah, they still niggas. Mm-hmm. They still niggas.
Not even that, I feel like anybody who knows that they're out, like, knows something may be a lot of, like, controversy, they protect themselves as they should. People remember when you get your ass whooped, so a lot of people are afraid to get their ass whooped. Me, I don't want to get my ass whooped, so if I feel like I'm going to get my ass whooped, I'm going to step away from the situation and I'm going to clear it. Because that is what that is. I'm not going to antagonize. I'm going to take an ass whooping if I have to, because you're not going to disrespect me.
You see what niggas,
if I can avoid it,
you see
I'm going to avoid it.
Niggas is different, because if a nigga tests you, you got to stand your ground, because if not, then everybody going to think you pussy. So like, I grew up fighting all my life. Like, some of my best friends, like, G shit, you could ask them, we done fought over like 10 times because like, it was to a point to where we understood like we have to respect each other as men and not be on the bullshit. Like,
no, about my respect, it is what it is, but if I don't have to push for it, like, I'm not going to be overly rude, if that makes sense. If I see somebody that's problematic, let's say you're in a group setting, whatever, like, I have a very strong personality, if you guys can't tell. So usually when I'm in a group full of women and I don't know them or whatever, people are either intimidated or, or they fuck with me. It's one of the two, because they're either gonna appreciate how honest I am or they're not gonna like it. So it's always one of the two. And when I'm in a situation like that, I read the room too, because bitch, there's gonna always be somebody that wants to test you if they see your personality or they see that maybe you're intimidating other people just for the fucks of it. I like to pay attention when I'm in rooms like that, because I won't tone down myself, but I'm gonna step back, listen, and watch first, because I'm also not gonna put myself in a position that I don't want to be in.
Right.
Like
that's like when you was talking about earlier, when you was like, excuse me, you asked me if I got a girl and she's about to fight, would I break it up or would I let her fight? And it all depends on the, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like the girl that I'm with is overreacting and the girl that she's arguing with doesn't deserve the ass whooping, I'll probably try to stop it before it goes there. But if the girl is acting like, okay, you want to antagonize her to keep going, I'm going to let her whoop her ass and get a couple licks in, and then I'm going to break it up. Now, if the girl just deserves it because she's just running her mouth, yeah, whoop her ass. And oh God, if I got a girlfriend and y'all try to jump her, I'm jumping y'all. Like,
if your girl losing the fight, you gonna jump in? Or you just gonna break it up? I'll
probably push the girl on the ground so my girl
oh my God.
Like,
you gotta get the
go. I gotta give her some type of advantage. I just can't leave. Come on, man. You gotta walk around. You gotta go home and
now you gotta be embarrassed and shit.
Like, niggas that, damn, bro, this girl got her ass whooped. Nah, no, she didn't.
And ladies, if a man makes you get into multiple fights or allows you to be in a position where you feel like you have to fight and he knows your personality and he knows, what you would react to and what not to, if they fuck with you, they're going to keep you out of those situations. And if they don't really care for you, they're going to allow you to keep being in those situations. So if you fucking with somebody that keeps putting you in a space where they know that you're going to come out of character, where they allow you to even get to that point, step out of it. Fuck him, Fuck the relationship, fuck what y'all got going on. You think you have feelings for him, he don't have those feelings for you, and let that shit rock. I had to learn the hard way after beating a few bitches' asses. That shit is still embarrassing to me because it's like, damn, I was really in this bitch fighting.
AKA,
like,
go to a strip club by yourself, bro.
Basically.
Don't take her with you. She might beat up the strippers because they're a little too friendly.
It ain't even that. I love strippers. I'm down for the strippers. It's the friends that be funny. The friends that got secret crushes and then they try to overstep boundaries because they feel like
especially if it's a nigga with money. Especially if they, well, you bitches be out here thirsty as a motherfucker.
I feel like the friends of dudes feel like they can disrespect the girlfriend because they think that the dude is gonna be like, oh well, that's my homegirl, so whatever, I'm gonna have her back. No, bitch, a dude is always gonna choose his girl that he's fucking over you. Trust.
G shit.
Like, unless you're completely wrong and that's your best friend, yes. But if that's just your homeboy, he's gonna choose the bitch that he's fucking over you.
Cause I ain't got time to be arguing with her.
Okay, so we got a new game. You know how I do? Sometimes I switch it up. I had a little something to spice up episodes. So me and 28 are gonna play I Got a Question, and we're picking different, basically topic questions out of both of these hats. We couldn't decide which one we wanted to do better. This one we got the Yankees hat, and then we got a Lakers hat. We have a total of 8 questions in each hat, or 4 questions in each hat, 8 together. 2 times 4 equals 8, yes. Got you, pass algebra. Alright, so 28 and me are going to take turns picking at each of the hats about 8 different topics. It's going to be a range of shit you wouldn't expect, but we should be talking about it today. So, 28, since you're the guest of honor, I'm going to shake it up for you, and you pick the first one. Which one with? LA and New York?
I've been to New York.
Birthplace.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was born in New York, so I'm going to go ahead and pick New York.
Yankees fan?
Not really.
Mets.
Baby or a curable STD?
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy. Cause like, you literally could have a baby with somebody and like have to deal with bullshit for the rest of your fucking life. And then you can get an STD and cure it, but the shit's still nasty just knowing the thought about it. I would have to go with a baby because...
So you're going to take on a lifelong thing, you know, with somebody that you do not want to plan to have a kid with, and we'll put in that situation, versus a curable STD.
Look,
so you wouldn't take chlamydia, gonorrhea, shit like that real quick. 7 days.
Nah, because you said a baby. You didn't give specific terms. You didn't say what I had, because I don't have no kids.
I'm saying
No, because I don't.
You're gonna choose a baby
I don't have
if you have no issue with having a baby with somebody.
Now, if you say, would you rather have a baby with a one-night stand? Or like,
let's rephrase the question because it wasn't clear enough for 28. Okay, would you rather have, and let's do one night stand for both. Would you rather have a baby with somebody from a one night stand, or would you rather have a curable STD from a one night stand?
Something still don't stand right with me about just catching one. Like I can't do
it. But you're gonna take on a baby? What if this bitch is the hardest person to deal with in the world? And you got a kid with her. Or the kid's ugly as fuck. I'm going to hell one day.
Wow.
Not really. But you know what?
I don't think you convinced me to catch the STD though.
I'm gonna take the baby however it comes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I don't want any type of STD. I don't want either. I don't want a kid, and I damn sure don't want an STD.
If you really want to know.
Yeah. We don't want either. But if I'm put in a situation to go A or B, honestly, I'm gonna take the STD real quick. I'm actually gonna pick out of the LA hat. And we're gonna see.
Yeah, I fuck with LA. I stayed out there for a little bit.
Okay. Ooh. Let me read it off. Why do girls come back from Miami not friends anymore?
Sorry.
Like, it's always a person anywhere you go when you go on a trip with a group that don't have money. And that be the beef. It's like, bitch, you don't have money, so you don't want to do shit where we go or do what we're doing, or you're upset, or you're penny pitching the whole time. So when you penny pitching, you really can't have a good time because you're worried about what can you do. So I think that starts a lot of fights because everybody disagrees. And then also when if you don't know somebody that well, you're gonna beef with whoever like you're around if you feel some type of way, you feel out of place and you're uncomfortable. And sometimes you think you're friends with somebody until you go out of town with them or until you go on a trip with them, and then you start seeing characteristics or things that they do, or like let's say somebody's like, okay, I'm not gonna get that dressed up, or I'm not doing my makeup, and we're just gonna run here real quick. And the other girl's like, yeah, cool, let's do that. But then gets dolled up, does her makeup, everything, so she shits on you. Sometimes people do that. It's not always like that, but sometimes they do that, and it's like, okay, you basically, or they'll let you go out looking crazy while they look good. I'm gonna always tell my friend if I don't like their outfit.
Man, look, from experience to like when I go out of town with the homies and then I see a group of girls, like it's always some shit like either like you said, one of the females ain't got no money. Either one of them can't handle their fucking liquor.
Yo.
Some of them want to be like super thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying? The other ones be like, we don't mind fucking with some niggas, but like, bitch, you fucking with everybody. They don't be on that
now
shit.
We all look crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, so some of them don't be want to look crazy, don't want to be associated with types. You know, but that should be funny. I don't know. I always see like bitches, they be best friends out here, and then they go out of town and come back, and them hoes don't even hang around no more. I'll be like,
yeah, I think they probably really weren't that great of friends, because if one trip is gonna ruin your friendship off probably some petty shit, then you were never really friends.
I feel like it's always like somebody who's spending more money than the other one. They be like, damn, like I know your life. Like, why the fuck am I taking care of you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bitch, why you came out here and you had no money?
Man, G shit, you know what? I be on like if I'm trying to fuck with a female and I invite you out to do shit, like I don't mind taking care of you. But don't bring your friend, because I'm not paying for your friend. And females be feeling like, oh yeah, like you're a man, you're supposed to take care of a friend. No, because...
But why? To me, I think if the dude I'm fucking with, if this is my close home girl and I brought her with me and we're doing something as a unit, you gonna pay for me and you and then just let her pay for herself?
Well, why invite her then?
Because I asked her to come, and if I told you she's coming and you say, yeah, she can come, then you automatically understand that you're about to foot her bill too. Depending on the situation. Now, if we're shopping, she can buy her own shit. Okay. But if we're at lunch, okay. I'm saying we getting in the club and you're going to pay my admission for the club if we're in that situation. Or like if we're getting in, if we're going to the table and you're throwing, like y'all throwing down with friends or whatever, you going to cover me, what you going to say? She got to pitch in and throw down on the table? No. She going to ride with whatever we doing.
No, you see, that's different.
No, it's not. It's the same thing as food. It's the same thing as entry to the club. It's the same thing
No, it's not.
Yes,
No, it's not. If I invite you out to eat and it's just me and you and I invite you out to eat and you're like, oh yeah, alright, I'm on my way, but I got my homegirl with me. I'm like, alright, whatever. And you pull up and then I'm paying for you and your homegirl is just there like, I don't know her, well, not to say I don't know her like that, but I'm not trying to fuck with her. Like, that's the thing. If I make sure I take care of you, that's just all that matters. Because at the end of the day, you can fall out with her and does it matter?
But what if it's my best fucking friend? No, I don't.
People fall out with their best friend?
Right, and people break up.
You gonna take care of me, my homies now?
No, bitch, because who said I'm taking care of you?
Exactly.
You got to take care of you.
It's
different. It's different. It's so different.
No, it's not. That's a grown ass woman.
So it's
that's a grown ass woman.
You're gonna sit there and let her pay for herself?
No. If I'm cool with her, that's different. If that's just one of your homegirls you bring in and that's your homegirl, I'm not paying for your homegirl just because your homegirl want to be cute and sit at the table with us. She already fucking up my vibe and being the third wheel. Like, take your ass home. Or get your ass nigga to come with you.
Okay, but what if I invite her? And I want her to come.
Invite
That's
her.
what makes me comfortable.
No problem. You invite her.
So we're two.
No.
Pair, we come as a pair.
No.
If I come,
just
she
invite
comes.
one of my homies, and my homies gonna pay for it.
Okay, so problem solved then. Okay, alright. Problem solved.
Yeah, so,
okay, so
I'm just saying, but nah,
I'm just saying, I'm not putting myself in my homegirl in a situation. I'll pay for her before I make her pay for herself.
I'm saying, what about if she asks you to come? Oh, you about to go out the wheel? Can I come with you? Like, you gonna pay for her just because she asked for you? Nah, let her pay for herself.
Nah, if I'm with my dude and my dude not like saying, nah, split the check, okay. So I'll take it.
Nah, but you know.
You're not gonna let me pay for it, right? Because you're gonna look at it like, oh, I don't want my girl to pay for anything, so you're gonna end up paying anyway. So why not? You should have just
I know. G said, but you know what?
How awkward is that to say split the bill? So you're a split the biller?
No. I'm gonna be real. No, I'll be real. If I fuck with a girl and me, I usually like. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say that for later.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. Pick another question.
No, that's you. What you wanna do? Well, you gotta do LA now.
What's qualities of a big bro? Wow.
Oh.
That's a funny one.
So it wasn't qualities. 28 can't read. It said what qualifies. Let me see before I did I write it down. Qualifies. That's an F.
That looks like a T.
No. QUALIFIES. Qualifies. I'll write it down for you. I'll type it out for you.
Hey, no, but you know what? That did look like a T, and I was just reading fast. My bad. Yeah, I'm a little illiterate sometimes.
Yeah, so.
Matter of fact, I need another shot.
Yeah, all right. I'll pour up a shot on that one. But basically, what qualifies someone to be big bro?
Let me get on that right there. I'm not none of y'all niggas big bros. You is not none. I have big bros. That's my real big bros. Those are my big brothers. I don't call them big bros. So I hate when niggas come up to me and be like, "Hey yo, what's up, big bro?" And now look, just cause you got more money than a nigga, that don't mean you his big bro, and I don't mean that's your big bro. I feel like that's some dick riding shit. This shit, like, I feel like the quality of a big bro is like your real big brother. Like, I don't even call my real brother big bro for somebody else to be calling me, or me call somebody else big bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, I feel like ain't no nothing qualifies for that. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be the big homie, but if you're a big homie, that's somebody that's older than me, that's putting me up on game, and you know he done seen stuff, and you know what I'm saying, you the big homie. That's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you younger than me and you doing better than me and you putting me on type shit like that, or you putting me on the sauce and shit like that, like, you not a big bro. You just a cool homie. You a real nigga. You look out. That's what you do. Like, niggas who look out, if you're a real nigga, you gonna look out. That don't mean, like, and real people, like, you know what I'm saying? They, like, it's like, you don't have to speak about it, though. Yeah. You don't have to speak about it, basically. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's real and you know what's not.
To me, and my answer to it is, I think, wisdom. So I'd say big homie, because I ain't never big bro nobody. I ain't never big sis nobody except for my big sister, and I'm barely big sister. But I think a lot of people get it confused, like they confuse money with, I guess, a certain type of respect and like ranking. And it's like, no, I think that big bro is somebody that puts you in a position to learn and to grow, somebody who teaches you. Just because somebody got more money than you don't mean they're not an idiot. It don't mean that they don't
invest be having money and still be corny.
And
you're
be
popping
and
you're corny. You're popcorn.
Exactly. But I think
popcorn.
that if you're a big bro, you putting people on game. You're somebody, like you said, been through shit in life. You could teach me something. That's an age. How the fuck you big bro and a 20-year-old? Oh, you got me fucked up. No, but you cool though. You rich. You rich. I give you
ain't no big bros.
Ain't no big bros.
If you real, keep it real. Be real with your people, and that's all that matters, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't fall for all that.
I think you can't be any type of like big anything unless you're giving out big wisdom. You're not teaching big lessons. You really don't mean big shit. Nothing. A poor person that has a great mindset and has a lot of knowledge is richer than somebody who has millions in their bank. You see people who don't have anything but find a reason to still be happy, but then you see people who are dumb rich that are miserable. They kill themselves, get on drugs.
What's that guy who just killed himself not too long ago? Played on
Robin?
The Wire. Michael.
Oh my God! He played the dad in
Yes.
Part 5. Yes. I don't know his name.
I don't know what he went through, and you know, God rest his soul. But like, you know what I'm saying? I seen comments that people were like, you know, you never really know what people is going through. So for me, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he probably took his life in a way, because it ain't talking about like it was a tragedy. It sounds like he was going through something, and you know, he passed away from that. And
I think you have mental issues.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you got money
kind of
don't mean that you're wiser. That just means you was blessed to come up with something, but it comes with a lot of burdens, and you know some people can have it. So, but let's get off that.
Yeah. So
next one.
just stop big grown motherfuckers because they got money. It's
Ain't
weird.
no big bros.
All right. So now I'm picking up New York hat. When keeping it real goes wrong, aka every episode of this fucking podcast, y'all. Do you mean when keeping it real, like, what do you do after you keep it real and it goes wrong? Or, like a
lot of people have a real messed up definition of what keeping it real means.
Okay, so you think you're keeping it real, but you're really hating? Or is somebody, perceiving it as a hating shit?
I like that you say that.
Because it's two different definitions.
I like that you say that.
Usually it's that way.
Right, and it's crazy because like you'll see people do things and then you'll want to tell them like, hey yo bro, like what you doing is like, you know what I'm saying, it's too crazy, like you looking crazy out here, but you really think like you looking like shit, but you looking crazy, but you don't want to tell nigga because the nigga think you hating on him, you know what I'm saying? And then you go tell him, and then like he, you know what I'm saying? Just on that aspect of it. But like some people just try to keep it real, like, oh yeah, you know, this what a real nigga would do if was out here and this was the big homie, or this was big, like, yeah. But at the same time, like you looking crazy out here, you can't be looking crazy out here for the people, man.
If you really fuck with somebody, you'll never let them look crazy.
Exactly.
You gotta tell them, like, that ain't what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because then when people start talking about it behind their back, and
you never said shit, they're gonna be like, damn, like, you ain't want to tell me.
Why you didn't tell me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't I ain't want to tell you. It's just I know what type of person you is. But you know what I'm saying? Even like when people say like keeping it real, all right, yeah, somebody step on my shoe, keeping it real. I said, nah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it real sometimes and with yourself and be like, bro, that ain't worth it.
That is a big one. I think downtown, people allow their friends to get into these situations where they may not make it back home to their families. And if you had real fucking friends around you, your friends would have told you, chill out, it ain't worth it. Like, but they allow you to be like that. Remember the dude that died in front of Morgan & Morgan?
Yeah.
Like, what, a couple months ago? God rest his soul. He got shot by like an army vet, and he was in a group with his friends. Yeah, the dude that was walking through a group.
Yeah, I actually know one of his sisters-in-law, and like
the guy who passed.
Yeah, when I posted, she was like, "Yo, that's my brother-in-law. You know, if you have any information on it, please let me know." But you know, police already had all the info. That like they had cameras like in the middle of downtown shooting everything like.
So they said, "I just posted shit. I don't do the investigation."
Like I just posted that dude. Like, you know, he was laying on the floor. I was like, "Wow, that's crazy, bro." Like, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like, bro, I just be posting things that I see of people send me.
Not first 48.
What they say, plausible, die, whatever. You
disclaimer.
Know the word. Yeah, disclaimer. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just post shit for entertainment. But, you know, when I seen it, it was some sad shit. So I did, you know, so I posted it and she reached out to me and you know, she's like, yo, if you know anything, like he literally, like it was crazy because he was literally just walking from getting food and bumped into somebody and then they try to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real
like,
goes wrong.
Why his friends didn't tell him, chill out, bro, it's not that serious?
Because they want to keep it real too. That's what's keeping, like I said, keeping it real, bringing food to your family, making sure your family's straight, making sure the people around you are straight. You know what I'm saying? Show love, spread love.
I think that's what it's about. A big one of like everyday friends that I find myself battling with is when I'm brutally honest about, I'm hard on myself and I believe in my friends like just as much as I believe in me, how you always should. So if you have anything pushing or your friends are working towards goals, you should want them to achieve them so bad that when you see them slack off, call them on their shit, tell them they slacking, or give them suggestions along the way. Like, me and my friends run through ideas with each other all the time, and I think it's normal. And sometimes we be like, nah, I don't want to do that. And sometimes you do want to do it, or sometimes you feel like people overstep their boundaries with their advice, but you really need to sit back and be like, okay, well, if these people are telling me this, yeah, I may be kind of aggravated at it at the moment, but do think about it when you're at home, because your friends usually aren't gonna, you shouldn't second guess anybody that you call your friend that they wouldn't want better for you. So if you feel like it's some hate and shit, sit back at home, really think about it, and if it's really some hate and shit, then yeah, handle it accordingly, act accordingly. But if you could utilize that advice, if you could try what they're doing, and you never know, it could really work for you. Stop thinking that your friends are your haters.
And support your friends, man. Support your friends' businesses. Stop being cheap and want a discount.
Don't ask for a discount.
Pay that shit, because if it was the other way around, you want your friends to do the same for you. You feel me? That free shit. Feel me? You gotta support, because just like I go to Gucci, Louis, and
your friend's
all these
brand is luxury too.
Y'all pay overpriced for those things. Support your friends and spend what they want, man. You know what I'm saying? Help them achieve their journeys, because they gonna remember that when they make it big. Those discounts that y'all want now, just imagine when they make it real big and they remember the people that was really supporting them, that was there for them. Come on, man. Think about that shit.
With that being said, you need to copy with T from Sorry If I Offend You and from Loud Collection.
You heard me? Alright.
And English or math weren't your
This looks like
strong subjects.
Casamigo label on the back, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Why is fake jewelry acceptable for women?
Alright.
Depends on the fake jewelry. Like, I feel like, you know, women dress up as, like, just like I do makeup, y'all have lashes and stuff like that. So fake jewelry should be acceptable to the extent. Now, if you out here just acting like you the rich shit and then you wearing costume jewelry and fucking Michael Kors watches and, you know what I'm saying, you just acting like you just top notch everything and wear the finest, like, sit your ass down. Cause those diamonds ain't blinging, they're rhinestones that you're wearing. Like, stop playing. Like, me personally, I don't care. So, but if you gonna act like you better than people, like, at least have your shit up to par. That's all I'm gonna say.
I agree. I think if you're gonna act bougie, you need to be bougie. So if you have nothing but fake jewelry on, whether you're male or female, but we talking about bitches right now. If you have nothing but fake jewelry on, you're in somebody else's section, you're not paying for anything. Do not act like, you can act like you the shit, because I feel like everybody needs to act like they're the shit. It doesn't matter what you got in your pockets for that part. But don't act like you're better than somebody because of money if you don't have any. Next one. Interracial dating. Why do people hate it? Or why do people hate on it? Right? That was the question?
Yeah.
Why they hate on it? Alright, so we'll break it down for you because we obviously created the question. It's essentially, let's say, like, okay, a black guy dates a white girl. And people are like, oh, all he like is white girls. Like, why he dating that white girl? Or, she loves black guys. Why she don't just date a white boy? Like that type of shit, right? Or like culture vulturing because you're dating somebody of a certain ethnicity. That type of thing. I think in certain instances, people are insecure with themselves, so they find reasons to hate other people for being in love.
You see, with me, I've never had a problem with interracial dating because
I haven't either, but I'm saying I think that's some hate and shit.
Like, I grew up with like family members who were like mixed. Like I got a cousin who was half Haitian, half Puerto Rican. I have, matter of fact, come to think about it, I got a cousin that's half Haitian, half white. One that's half Haitian, half American. Half Italian, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a different couple mixes in my family or whatnot. And I never really had a problem with it. But like, I kind of like, I always like, you know, like those little curly head babies and shit like that, like with the like pretty eyes. I always like, kind of like wanted to like have a baby with somebody who would give me one of those, right? And I posted
because kids are beautiful. Like,
I posted that one day and I swear I got backlash, like, oh my gosh.
But that's other people being insecure. Like, why do they care what you prefer?
But they was like, oh my gosh, can your mom make a child like that? And like,
Can your mom? Damn.
Like, it was crazy. And I was like, well, you know, maybe if my mom, you know, had a baby with a fucking Italian man, maybe she could have. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, they was asking dumbass questions. And like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people feel like, okay, well, these people is against us, so you should date in your own race. But that's not like that with everybody, because if you look at it, like, you have a lot of black people who are more racist than white people. Like, they see white people and they can't stand them. Even though if these white people might not have no racist, like, bone in them towards you or whatever the case is, they will still feel some type of way to feel about this person because they're white, and you know, and then some white people feel the same way about black people. So I feel like a lot of people be feeling like you should stick to your own kind because they already don't like us, and you should keep the pure blackness. Or if they're Spanish and Puerto Rican, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of Spanish people don't date out their race, but then you have a lot of Spanish females who like, you know, black guys, or a lot of Spanish guys who like black women, like, you know what I'm saying, you have all that. So I feel like you said, a lot of people just be hating for no reason, and I guess they have some type of hate within themselves that they feel like if you dating somebody that doesn't look like them, because you should, it'll be a female who doesn't even like you, and you'll start dating somebody outside your race, and she'll feel some type of way about it. But he tried to holler at you. Why didn't you give him no play? Now you feel some type of way when he go holler at somebody else. So it's crazy, like real crazy. Like I done seen it all.
I think it's just miserable people. Like, stop inserting yourself in other people's business. If that's what they like, that's what they like. There's no, you can't convince somebody not to like what they like. So bitch, just mind your business. They're not for you. That's not for you to understand. They're not for you. It is what it is. I don't care about interracial dating because I partake in interracial dating. So I think, and I've been hated on for that. So to me, it's like, bitch, why are you worried for? Or even like guys that care what my preference is or what bitch, it's my preference. Just like your preference is your preference. Just because I have a preference doesn't mean I don't like everything, and also doesn't mean it's any of your fucking business. Because you don't fit in, most of the time it's because you don't fit into that scale. And I think that love is love. Just like when people say, oh, they don't see color, they don't see this, they don't see that. Yeah, you do. First of all, stop lying. But people who say like in intention, I don't see color in why I judge actions type of thing, or like you don't see race, you don't see religion as a judgmental part, but then they'll sit there and say like, oh, why you dating a white girl, you're supposed to breed, or you know, whatever it is, a Spanish girl, Asian girl, Indian girl, whatever, you're supposed to keep the bloodline strong. What? I don't give a fuck about that shit. If I like somebody and I like their personality, what their background is, if they're not racist, if they're not on no fucking Nazi shit, honestly, I couldn't date a Jehovah's Witness. I couldn't date an atheist. There's certain things that my mindset gotta match your mindset on. Yeah. Cool. But it doesn't have anything to do with like your background of where you're from or where your people are from. Look, that don't got shit to do with me. I'd rather learn if I don't know.
I like them Asian, Indian, Spanish. I like them foreign, black. You feel me? I don't discriminate. If I like them, I like them. That's what it is.
What we got?
Real versus Dr. Miami. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like when I can tell it's fake. I personally like the natural shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when females already have like big ass lashes on their face. I be feeling like they have bird wings on their face and they're just about to fly away and shit. But like sometimes that shit don't be proportionate. Now, if you go to the doctor and he makes you look A1 and I can't tell, or I can tell a little bit but it still looks good, I don't mind that shit. But I hate when they be having the ant booties. You feel what I'm saying?
Disproportionate. Just
look like they just slapped some meat on your back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the hard booties, all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's a trend right now, though.
Yeah, but you know, some women I feel are naturally beautiful. Like they don't need to fuck with their body. I don't feel like they need to get no ass. I don't need to get no titties. No nothing. You're natural. Like work out. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, but sometimes people don't have working out and getting the body you want. You have to be dedicated to. So if you don't have the discipline for it, you're never gonna reach your goal. So I feel like a lot of people take the lazy way out, which is surgery. But Whatever makes you happy,
Don't
just
get me
don't
wrong,
do shit for
because
other
there be a
people.
lot of bodies out there that be done up, and niggas gotta look at it and be like, "Damn, is that done?" Like,
No, for real. But I mean, the thing is if you're doing it, to me, your body's your body, whatever. But if you're doing it for you, then yes, get it done. But if you're doing it for other people, that's just whack. So if you're not happy with your real body and you only can be happy with yourself by yourself because you chose to, with getting your titties done, usually that's the most common.
I like the ones who take the fat and transfer it. At least it's your own fat.
ESTG said, I still call it natural if it comes from your stomach. So
it's natural. You feel me? If it still come from you, it's natural. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do you get your little BBL, whatever.
That's it. All right, we got one more left. Which one is this one? I don't even know which one we skipped down and doing.
That's crazy.
Oh, this is a good one to end on. Gender roles. Alright, basically the question is, should you be splitting shit 50-50 when it comes to bills? I guess taking each other on dates, stuff like that, as gender roles. For me, I think that if you understand each other's situation, and let's say y'all make basically the same amount of money, or one person only makes a little bit less, if you're living in the same household, if that's the person that you live with and you know what each other's like income looks like, and it makes more sense for both of y'all to go in with each other on bills, then yes, you should. You should 50-50 split it, of course. But let's say you're dating somebody who's rich or got way more money than you, whether that's the male or the female, whatever it is, and you feel like, you know, to me, I feel like the person who pays the most money should cover rent. And then the person who doesn't covers bills. Because what are bills compared to rent? A quarter of what rent is. Bills are literally a quarter of what rent is. So if you live with somebody and you make a lot less, they should cover rent, and then you cover the bills if that's what your agreement is. And if your person makes dumb money and they believe in, you know, covering everything, then let them do them because that's what they want to do. But then you cover groceries, you make sure the house is clean, you know, you cook, you take care of it as best as you can, and you make that person happy because they want to make sure you straight. And at the end of the day, they're making sure you getting richer because you're not really spending that money. So cool. So in that situation, that's where I would accept that type of split, whether it be 50-50 or not, is what y'all pockets looking like. But let's say you're dating somebody. I don't believe in paying for a man on a date unless I've already been fucking with that person and we're like in a relationship.
Alright, well, I have different views on that. Well, me personally, like if I'm in a relationship and I'm staying with somebody, then like you said, I'm gonna pay the rent. Like I might actually pay a little dumb shit. Like, alright, go ahead, pay the insurance on your car, pay the light bill, pay the cable bill. You know, some little like shit, whatever it is. Like if that's too much for you, then shit, go stay at your mom's house. Like, but I'm not gonna ask them to pay half on the rent because whether you stand with me or not, I'm still gonna pay the whole rent anyways. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I still have to pay my own rent. So if you come stay with me,
if you live by yourself,
yeah,
no.
you know what I'm saying? So
let's say you got a roommate though. If you had a roommate before moving in with me, and I know, and that's where your pockets are, then
I haven't split the rent with anybody in a long time.
I'm not saying I'm not dating somebody who I got to split rent with, but that's because I'm in a place where I can afford to live by myself. If I fuck with you, you should be able to.
No, I'm saying in general. If I meet somebody now, I start dating them, and you know, let's say a year down the line, we end up moving in with each other, whatever. 9 times out of 10, like I'm gonna pay all the rent, and then you know I'm gonna tell you, hey look, alright, well I'm gonna pay the rent. Just make sure you take care of the lights and like groceries and shit like that. That's nothing. The fuck is like $100. You know what I'm saying? It's light work. So if you really can't do that, then you really a bum bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like, I mean, that to me, that's what type of woman you walking into it too, because you gotta know her pockets too, or not know her pockets, but you should fuck with her enough to know where she is financially. I think any partner, if you're moving in with somebody, you should already know them enough. Because I'm not moving in with nobody unless I know what we're capable of.
Yeah, true. But that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't move in with nobody who couldn't be capable of paying utilities, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be doing that. But I feel like as the man, if you're the breadwinner, yeah, pay the rent. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? If you're in a situation like say your girl is going through school and she's trying to become like she's working on a profession or something like that, and you can take care of everything, and you know she's not making that much money, and you want her to do good and keep going to school and not have to worry about everything, take care of everything if you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let a female use you now, and you know what I'm saying?
Make sure it's coming from a place of love.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Don't get finessed. Don't be a sucker.
But if it comes down to like, let's say, yeah, I'm moving in with a girl and like we both make dumb money. You know what I'm saying? And like we trying to become like business partners and make more money. Like I don't feel like even if you making that much money, I would rather you try to invest that money that I want you to go half on rent into a business.
But that's because you can cover everything.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah,
that's where you are like.
So I feel like I would rather do that because I know in the long run that's gonna make us both money. You know what I'm saying? Versus, oh yeah, I'm worried about half on this, half on that. Like I learned when I was growing up, my cousin told me, bro, like the little shit that they do for you, bro, is when you do more for them, because it's gonna be a lot of people who don't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? So like, if somebody's willing to do something for you, like, and you can do more for them, do that, because just like they showing you they appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. They think
it's like when someone gives their shirt off in their back. It's like, I don't got much, but I'm gonna give you what I have.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, yeah, you might be able to buy her red bottoms. She might be able to buy you Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like if you can afford to do that, and that's how you want to, you know what I'm saying, dress your girl, or you know what I'm saying, whatever y'all want to call it. Like, if that's how you want her to dress, or you want to like show her better, like upgrade her, or whatever the case is, do that. If she can't do that for you, but she'll hold you down if it comes down to it, you gotta do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit shouldn't matter. You know, but a lot of people feel like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I do all this, so she gotta do exactly what I say to the T. Now, I feel like a female should have her own life, but respect her nigga at the same time to, you know what I'm saying, do what she's supposed to do.
Right, but the key word is already her dude. Like, that's different. It's a whole different, it's a different ballgame. I feel like if we're in the beginning of the shit, or we're trying to establish something, then I want to be courted in some type of way, especially if you're, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be courted, but I would have done the small shit. It's all about the approach. And the fact that you don't know how to communicate the approach, how I prefer the communication, we wouldn't work because we're going to fight. That shows you what type of person that person's going to be down the line. And for me, I chose to step out of it. But with that being said, I want to wrap the episode up. Thank you for, you know, coming by the crib, getting a little, you know, snacks.
I'm about to get more lit.
Yeah, more lit, more better. You know, but plug us in, let us know how to fuck with you, what you got going on, all that
my
shit.
Instagram is, I'ma holla at you, IMAHOLLAATCHA. I'ma holla at you, you feel me? My clothing line is Loud Collection. You can find it on loudcollection.com. You know, I do custom orders too, so you know what I'm saying? If you got something you want me to tweak up on something you see online, DM me, I got you, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying?
Let's end off with a shot.
Facts. I hope I ain't offended none of y'all.
Nah, you
I do, but I'm gonna tell y'all that anyway.
All right, y'all, well, you know what it is. More shit next